Hey everyone, it's Alan Schimmel, DevOps.com, DevOps TV, and we're here at DevOps Enterprise Summit 2017 in San Francisco. I'm joined by a friend of mine, a fellow Northeasterner, but he's also CEO of Xebia Labs,
Right.
Derek Langone. Derek, welcome.
Thank you, Alan.
How are things in Boston, man?
You know, I'll tell you, we had a weekend of 30-degree weather, so it's upon us. So that's
Those
basically
are the days I don't miss living in the Northeast.
Absolutely. I can sum up Boston in 2 words: very cold.
All right. Well, you know you're always welcome in Boca Raton.
Appreciate it.
But Derek, Xebia Labs. Seems always something new, exciting happening in Xebia Labs.
Right. Big announcement today: XL Impact, new product for us, which is basically the first of its kind predictive analytics application of reporting in DevOps. So, really trying to tie together outcomes and business process and metrics that are important to IT leadership for the first time.
So when we say predictive analytics,
Yeah.
are we talking AI, machine learning, those kind of things?
Absolutely, pattern analysis. So essentially, we're answering the simple questions like who did what and when to my software, but giving CIOs and IT leaders visibility to how is my release cadence? Am I going faster? Am I seeing my quality score increase? What releases are in jeopardy? And specific to those releases that are in jeopardy, what's causing the problem? What proactive steps can I take to get them back on track? Even implement automation to take some steps without individual guidance.
Fantastic. You know, so obviously the whole AI, machine learning, it's a hot area. But I will tell you that within the DevOps space, what really is, I think, starting to resonate, and it's probably a sign of the maturity, not that we're very mature, but that DevOps is maturing in that we're now very interested in analytics.
Mm-hmm.
We're very interested in the metrics. If your metrics are becoming important, it's not enough just to do it anymore. We need these metrics. We need to understand it. We need to, and we're using those to do predictability kind of things and stuff like that. So this is, I think you're right in the sweet spot.
Yeah, we've tried to develop a technology that's sort of first of its kind, right? To really give you that forward-looking view of where your software factory is going and how you can sort of coach it along the steps, right? But metrics are important to the degree that for the first time you can really scorecard your success. That's been missing. Most of the conversations I have with IT leaders is their willingness to invest in DevOps is sort of unbound, right? But their ability to sort of measure and scorecard their success or failure has really been a black hole. So we've been able to really fill in those blanks, and I think that what you'll see now that you can score is more investment, more comfortable investment, because I think there's been a reluctance to go all in because it's very difficult to instrument success or failure. So now that we're providing that instrumentation, I think you'll see an acceleration of inside of enterprises, the DevOps investment.
Excellent. So this brings up something else that, I've heard. I haven't heard it on the stage here, but I've heard it in whispers, from people I've interviewed, from people I've spoken to. And that is this idea or this realization, DevOps is hard.
It is
If
hard.
it was easy, everyone would do it. And a lot of organizations who are undertaking DevOps are not successful with it.
Right. There's certainly more failures than successes. And in my experience, and I'll speak on behalf of my own experience and my company's experience, generally where we've seen failure is the inability to scale, right? That there's DevOps in organizations happening in pockets with sort of limited success. And there's not been a process by which you can connect all those initiatives together and really achieve scalability across an enterprise. So that's where we've seen a lot of failures and where sort of our technology company is focused in trying to provide that connective tissue to these individual groups of DevOps investors and try to put that together in a sort of standardized enterprise-centric process.
Got it. So I think, one of the issues though, Derek, is it's hard to define success after the fact.
Right.
And that happens. A lot of people say, yeah, we're going to do DevOps. And then, 6 months, a year later, they're like, oh, I don't know how successful that was. Well, what was success for you before you started? What your expectations were?
Well, it should be goal-based, right? So, most of the DevOps investment is centered around, I want to increase my velocity, right? I want to deliver value through software faster, more predictably. certainly a worthwhile endeavor. What most of our clients are interested in is more of a standardized, repeatable process that yields speed, but speed is not sort of the end game. Speed is the byproduct of a standardized, repeatable process that
Bingo.
works across an enterprise.
Yep. Speed alone is not a reason to do things.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so the other piece of this puzzle that I think was missing was the analytics piece. Because it's awful hard to measure success if you can't measure.
Right.
And until you have metrics and analytics and analysis, what the heck are you measuring?
No, you're right. And analytics is one piece, but really it's goal-based. It's sort of goal-based in goal setting, right?
Yep.
So what we've really tried to focus on as an organization is help our customers set goals and then build the data and the metrics to support measuring those goals.
Got
right?
it.
Because you're right, DevOps means so many things to so many different people. We want our customers to define what they consider to be their goals and their success criteria, and then build a system that supports it.
Makes perfect sense to me.
Yeah.
Now, let's talk a little bit about DUZ, if you don't mind.
Sure.
You were here, actually, was it last year you first became CEO at this event?
2 years, yeah. It's
2
been
years
a couple
ago.
of years. Yeah,
Time
right,
flies
right.
when
I
you're
know,
having
it's
fun,
been,
right?
we've been having fun too.
Yeah, no, you
Yeah,
have.
yeah.
And I have. I think, the DevOps space has certainly been a dynamic space. What do you see it does so far this year?
Yeah, so more energy than ever, right? So I think that this has really become sort of the who's who of enterprise DevOps, which is terrific, right? I think it gets a lot of like-minded individuals together, but an awful lot of sort of outcome sharing, which is terrific. The one thing that I've said in the past that I think sets this show apart from others and other events is it is very attendee-centric, right? If you come here with an open mind, you can learn a ton, you can share a ton. There's really a camaraderie that gets built, and it's less of a one-sided conversation. I think that's what sets DOZ apart, and I think Gene and IT Revolution and the folks that sponsor the event are really focused on that, and that's why we enjoy it and why our clients enjoy it and why we see so much energy.
Fantastic. Speaking of sponsor, just a quick shout out. You guys are I don't even know what the color is. Silver, gold, platinum, something.
Or something, yeah.
But you're a big sponsor of it, and,
Yeah.
and thanks much for the sponsorship. Look, we see Xebia, whether it be I use Xebia, their periodic chart,
Right,
and
right.
a lot of the stuff that you guys put out. I use it internally at DevOps.com, so
That's great.
It's good stuff. Thanks for being our guest, man.
Thank
I
you,
do
Alan. Always a
appreciate
pleasure.
you. Congratulations again for the audience. What's the name of the new product?
XL Impact.
Where can we get some information?
www.xebialabs.com.
And in case you don't know how to spell Xebia, it's Xebia Labs, Labs.com.
Thank you.
Hey, go Pats and Red Sox.
Yeah. Thanks, Al.
All right. Derek Langone, CEO of Xebia Labs. This is Alan Schimmel for DevOps.com. Have a great day, everyone.